Hello, it's Daisy. Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to my channel and this video. It's another update in my 60-pound weight loss journey. It's been very slow. I still have not had any success with weight loss, and for as long as I've been on this journey, it's a very frustrating thing. And I don't know why. Aside from my most recent diagnosis of ADHD, it really explains why I can't maintain a consistent schedule. It explains why I can ruminate on food and not let it go until I have it. Perseverating, I think it's called. It's something I've had for a really long time and nobody bothered to tell me. My dad knew when I was 10 or 11 that I was supposed to be put on Ritalin, and he didn't want that for me. If he had made that call, maybe I could have saved myself 14 years worth of drug abuse and self-destructive behaviors. But I made it through that. It's really frustrating to not be able to just complete basic house tasks without getting distracted or feeling like the task is too overwhelming and choosing to do it later, and then other things pile up. And then all of it becomes really frustrating. I think it helps most when other members in the family decide to help at the same time, so we're all like cleaning together. And that's a little more motivating than just feeling the pressure of housework only put on me, despite being a stay-at-home mom and this rare moment where the kids are gone. So, this was all last month where I got diagnosed with ADHD, and I feel like it's that final puzzle piece, really, to complete this whole picture of why I can't lose weight. And this is despite my efforts with weightlifting, doing my physical therapy to maintain a strong back and knee, and if I do go too long without exercise, my back pain comes back like it is right now. But my problem is consistency. I can do something, enjoy the fact that I did it, feel accomplished about doing it, and then at some point, it all fades away. Like the momentum just kind of stops. And there's really no reason for it. I don't understand it, and it's really annoying. And it's kind of mind-blowing that one particular video that I posted when I was still in the throes of my back, the carnivore and degenerative spinal stenosis video, nervousness, pain, and my accent kind of flares up more during those times, especially if I'm nervous. It's like my throat just kind of feels like it's closing up, and then it becomes more pronounced, and especially with the pain on top of that. I don't understand why that. But to follow up about that video, yes, I still have stenosis in my spine. Did carnivore reverse it at all? No. Did it help? Maybe. I was really just with the inability to just accept that my back has this problem. I was also trying to find something else to explain it, and I think that's why I picked on carnivore. And I just really wanted to lower inflammation. There was nothing else I could do. Like, the pain was out of my control until I began physical therapy and saw a chiropractor, and that's when everything started to turn around. And, but yes, my most recent MRI was February or March of this year. And this is 2 entire years past the worst of it. And I still have bulging discs in my low back. I still have stenosis in my low back. They also discovered that I have one particular area in my back, my upper neck. My lower neck, upper back has stenosis also, and there's 2 other bulging discs, C2 and C5 and 6. And the C5 and 6 is where the stenosis is. And so there's other parts in my body that are still doing this. And it's kind of scary to know that I could do one wrong thing and I'd be back at square one. Like one particular day, a few months ago, I was getting my toddler son out of the bathtub, and I was holding him by his hands and like picking him up to put him on the floor. I wasn't twisting like I am right now, but like I put him up, and he didn't put his feet down on the floor. So when I went to put him down, he like pulled me down and launched me forward, and there were a few days where my knee and my back were like in a lot of pain, and I was scared that, you know, oh crap, did I just re-injure my back? But thankfully I didn't. But the bulges are still there. It's still a weak point in my body. And if I do go, I think I said this, but if I do go too long without exercise, that pain comes flooding back in. So I have to be regular with my exercise, and so far consistently, I can maintain 1 day a week with exercise. That's like my minimum. Granted, we are a family of 4, plus we have 2 pets, a cat and a dog, and then we also have geckos and spiders and lizards. So we do have a lot on our plate in addition to maintaining the house and now the great outdoors. So there's a lot to do. So it's kind of a balance of everything, and that's what makes this frustrating for me. So I'm hoping that when I do receive treatment for ADHD, I can kind of just focus on something a bit better, focus on everything a bit better, and give it the attention it needs, instead of playing with my son for 25 minutes and feeling the need to get up and walk around the house and do something else while he's calling me, "Mom, play," when he just wants me to sit on the floor. But my attention span is that of a goldfish, and it's hard to maintain that attention for any amount of time. I digress. So the biggest focus point within this video, if I had to pick one, is the fact that this is day 0. Tomorrow is my doctor's appointment to receive medication for ADHD. This will be my last day to truly enjoy coffee. You can't take a stimulant medication. My guess is they're going to prescribe Vyvanse because of my history with binge eating disorder, which Vyvanse also treats that too. And you can't take 2 stimulants at the same time. When I was a young kid, I had to be careful in PE. I was closely monitored by EKG for my heart. I was born with something. I had a heart murmur, but I also had struggled with cardiac arrhythmias. My mom profusely drank when she was pregnant with me, smoked cigarettes, did other drugs. So I remember my dad saying he was afraid I was going to be a fetal alcohol syndrome baby when I was born. So something was going on with a valve in my heart. And I was closely monitored. If it was too hot outside, I would have to sit on the sidelines for pee or just walk. So I struggled quite a bit. But the older I got, the better it got. Because your heart is a smooth muscle. So the older I got, the stronger I got. I remember the doctor saying, just keep being active and you will be fine. So I did just that, and I was fine. I was reckless, but I am fine-ish. I guess it depends on who you ask. But I can't take a medication like this and also drink coffee at the same time. And if I had to choose, I would choose that over coffee. Coffee does calm me down depending on how much I've had, but if I drink too much of it, I do get that jitteriness. But yesterday I drank a cup of coffee and I was so tired I ended up napping. Granted, yesterday was an ADHD paralysis day. I literally just could not do anything. I couldn't figure out what to start on first. I was supposed to help with yard work, but I just felt so paralyzed I couldn't do it. And especially I like to have that time to sit at my desk after I drink coffee, while I'm drinking coffee, and he wanted to just go right outside, and I'm like, oh, whoa, slow down. But that moment alone caused me to not be able to do anything. So that's a frustrating thing. Instead of being like, oh, you want to go outside now? I can sit at my desk later. And then just going out and doing the thing, I couldn't do that. So I ended up with the inability to act for a long time. And I felt better once the kids came home. We took a shower and I ended up feeling better and was able to be more productive for the tail end of the day. But it's like I wasted the entire morning and I couldn't do anything. So here we are. The kids are at school, I'm home alone, and I'm talking to my phone. I need to clean, but I haven't eaten yet today either. I noticed that when the kids are at school, I'm not as hungry. I don't know. My therapist actually said that that's part of empty nest syndrome, and I'm like, it's not like they're moved out of that house, but yet I still feel so lost because I'm so used to taking care of something when it's around. But because I feel like my brain's just constantly on call for the kids, and when they're not here, my brain doesn't need to be on call, but I don't know what to do. And it's like,
oh, we'll just have a spa day, I don't know, a mother that doesn't crave alone time.
It's like I have the alone time and I don't know what to do with it because this isn't a norm for me. I haven't had the entire school year to just get accustomed to this. And by next Friday, school's gonna be done anyway. And then I'm gonna miss these moments where the kids are gone. Ugh. I'm nervous about quitting coffee because it's been part of my daily ritual forever now. And like I mentioned, I've been drinking caffeine since I was at least 12, starting with soda, then energy drinks, and then coffee. But now that I have to begin this medication, I have a choice to make, and it puts me in between a rock and a hard place. And it's one of those things where once I begin this medication, caffeine is cold turkey done. And watching some of the reviews that people have posted about quitting coffee cold turkey, caffeine in general cold turkey, some of the results are quite disastrous. I hope that with beginning a medicine like this, a stimulant, that the effects of quitting caffeine won't be as bad. I think the biggest struggle I'm going to have is what to do in the morning in place of making coffee. I had thought of, well, just get to my desk work sooner, make a cup of non-caffeinated tea, walk on the treadmill, and all these things sound good in theory. I'm great at planning. I'm terrible at execution. It's like, oh, I can have the plan to wake up, weigh myself, get dressed, go make tea, sit at my desk, and just be a productive human being. Half of those things will actually happen. And that's why I think my weight loss journey has basically stalled. It's because I'm great at planning, but doing those things that I plan to do not happen. And the consistency within that falters, and that's what leads to basically a pause in progress. And how can I stop this from happening? How can I actually have productive weight loss? And that is what I want to happen. It really is. That's kind of why I'm doing this now. It's why I switched gears from dreadlock videos to weight loss videos. But it's actually making it happen. And even with my YouTube channel alone, I was pretty good about making a video once a week. I spent a lot of time doing those videos. Most of those are deleted now. And now that it's just no longer dreadlocks and it's just weight loss, I'm having a hard time with actually production. I make the video, edit it minimally. I try to leave everything as like OG as possible, and then I gave up on thumbnails. I did, like, with the amount of time and effort it takes, and by the time I actually have a finished product and submit it, and it's like, oh, well, while it's updating, I'll make a thumbnail, and then I just don't. Like, I really want to have more consistency in my life, have more production in my life, have more progress and consistency, and it's just something I struggle with. And aside from knowing I have ADHD, there's, like, no reason why that should even happen. But then playing Hogwarts Legacy is pretty fun, too. So then it's like, oh, so much effort. I'll just go play a game. Or it's like, oh, so much effort. I'll just lay in bed and do nothing for an hour. Yeah. So, we'll see what happens. This is, like I said, today's day 0 of this is the last time I will really be able to enjoy coffee. It's gonna be hard. And then tomorrow's my appointment, and we will see what happens after that. Something interesting might occur. Maybe some type of breakthrough. Maybe stop the random junk food eating. I'll go a couple days good without chocolate or something like that, but then like my fiance will bring home ice cream, and then that's all we'll eat before bed every single night until it's gone. And I hate that I do this. Like, my mom would be able to just have a carton of ice cream in her freezer and it would be there for months. It's like, how do you do that knowing it's there? Like, it just drives me crazy. I just wish I had that ability, and maybe one day I will. But thank you for watching. Bye.